If you always think that I want to go to the gym 6 days a week, get my training sessions in, hit legs hard, take my muscles to failure, you're wrong. In some ways, I am just like you. I struggle going to the gym sometimes. I would say a typical week, I probably really enjoy 1 or 2 of the training sessions. The rest of them is a struggle even just to get to the gym. So I've currently just left my flat here in Medellin. I am on my way to the gym. It's around a 10-15 minute walk. And honestly, I'd rather be doing anything but going to hit legs. I'm a little bit tired. I didn't sleep that well last night. It's a little bit overcast here weather-wise. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on the camera. Yeah, I'm just not feeling training. And it's a Wednesday. I've got a leg day. I've got my Olympic weightlifting shoes in my rucksack here. But I'd rather just sit in a little cafe, have a coffee, have a couple of little snacks, although I'm trying not to do that too much. But things are easier for me. I work in the fitness industry. I work with clients. The gym is my second home. I'm super comfortable in and around the gym environment, so it's a lot easier for me to get my training sessions in. That being said, I still go through patches where I'd rather do anything but go to the gym. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go anyway. I'm gonna put my headphones in, put my favorite playlist on. I'm gonna do the warm up. I'm gonna put my Olympic weightlifting shoes on. I'm gonna do all the little steps needed that I usually do before a training session. And after 5 or 10 minutes, after I've done the warm-ups and I've got ready, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with a slightly easier exercise compared to normal. So let's say, for example, I normally start with a hack squat. Probably gonna start with a leg curl or a leg extension. It's a little bit easier. I get some blood flow going into the muscles. I get into the zone a little bit more. And it's basically an easier start to the training session compared to normal. Because I know once I've done that first couple of sets, I'll be more in the zone. I'll have a little bit of a sweat on. I will have some blood pumping through my quads, and I'm going to feel more like training compared to 10 minutes before. And after I've got through that initial hump, the rest of the training session is going to flow. I'm going to be in the zone. I'm going to feel like doing it. I'm there anyway, so I may as well carry on. And it's going to be a good session. Is it going to be my best session of the week so far? Maybe not, but you never know, it could be. There's that phrase, isn't there? You have to be in it to win it. And unless I actually start doing this training session, I'm never gonna know if it's gonna be good or not. Now, I know a lot of you are gonna be relating to this video because training is not necessarily your #1 priority. It's not something that comes super easy for you. You're not a natural trainee. You have a normal job. You're not in the fitness industry. So I get it. It's going to be much more difficult for you to get your training sessions in compared to me. But I hope this just gives you a little bit of an insight as to why it's important to have a process with your training sessions, to just get them done even when you feel like not getting them done. Because, and I've said this on this channel before, if you only train when you really feel like it, you'll do 1 or 2 training sessions a week. Now, even if those training sessions are brilliant, let's say for the sake of argument that they're 10 out of 10 training sessions, you tick all the boxes, you hit some PRs, you're feeling great, you get a great pump. Because the quantity is so low, 1 or 2 sessions a week, you're not going to build any muscle. You're not going to see any results because you're only doing 4 sessions a month maybe, or 5 sessions a month. So you definitely need that quantity as well as the quantity. And this sounds really obvious, but the only way to really get and reap the full benefits of resistance training is if you do it often enough. You can't get the benefits of weight training if you're hitting the gym once a week whenever you feel like it. You're not going to be able to build a physique that you're really happy with and that you feel comfortable with training twice a week. And honestly, for some people, even training 3 times a week on a good week isn't enough, because when you factor in holidays, weeks off, injuries, weeks where you only train twice a week, if you look at the average over a 52-week period and you're only training 3 times a week on a good week, you might be averaging 2 sessions a week over the year, which isn't enough to be seeing the results that you want to get from weight training. And this is exactly the conversation I had with one of my online clients earlier this week. He had a few life challenges present themselves in his week, which meant he couldn't get to the gym. This is what I said to him. On the short-term basis, it's okay. If you have things pulling your attention in the short term, maybe over a few days, maybe up until a week, it's okay to put training on the back burner. But medium to long term, you have to find ways of making time to go to the gym. And that's probably going to mean that, buenos dias. That's probably going to mean even going when you don't feel like it. Buenos dias. Yes. That's probably going to mean even going to the gym when you don't feel like it, when you feel a little bit crap, you don't feel like going, you'd rather sit down and have a coffee. Slightly different video compared to normal, guys, but I hope you enjoy it and we'll catch you in the next one.